So good evening everybody, thanks for coming back to visiting my channel again. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed over the past few weeks. This is a really new channel and I've only just got my bike a few weeks ago, so I'm just going to be going through some videos for you guys with regards to how the bike works. And today I'm going to be looking at the sat-nav. So I thought it might be a good idea to start at the point where most people do. The sat-nav isn't on the bike, so we'll take our key and we'll just place it into the lock. It's a little bit finicky, this lock. It's difficult to get the key in sometimes. And there's a locking mechanism you can see just here. So what we'll do is we'll flip that way, and then there's a button here which we have to slide that out, and then we push this and that comes off like that. Now sat-nav, this case comes with the sat-nav, so we just open that up and take the sat-nav out. It's important to note here, this is a solid bar here, and if you look here, there's a couple of dig outs there, or cutouts, and there's one long cutout there. So the long cutout goes into the long cutout there, and that's how you decide which way around to put it up, with the writing on the left hand side. So that will just clip, you hear the click, and then I'll push that back in there, and then turn the key, take it out, and now that's locked in position. We're indoors at the moment, so the sat-nav probably won't acquire a satellite. So we'll take you back to the main menu. Straight away, it's fairly straightforward really. In order to go where you want to go, where to, and then you can enter a search. So you can do it this way by just putting in, like it says here, pizza or Main Street, but you can also search via a petrol station, restaurants, different places of interest, towns, and then as you go along you've got categories, so all sorts of attractions there which you might want to try and find. Even coordinates. Favourites, there's no data on mine at the moment, but that will be set up yourself. And history, which for the purposes of this video, should I say, I've cleared. But anyway, your history is on there as well. So if you go somewhere regularly, then you can just go straight to your history rather than tapping it in, which is good. The volume, you can mute if you want. Hit the settings. There's an audio mixer where you can decide if you want to have these three things mixed in different ways, or if it's all the same volume. I've not mucked about with that at the moment, but obviously you've got the navigation, the phone and the media, so you've got three things that could be going on while you're listening to your headset. So it's important to get that mix right, and it's something that is personal to everybody, so you'll just spend a bit of time doing that. But that's basically within sounds, within the volume, should I say, within the volume area. Button sounds when pressed, that's your choice, and automatic voice prompts enabled in this case. You can disable that if you want. If you don't want to listen to the voice prompts and you just want to watch what's in front of you, that's fine. Then you've got apps, and there are lots of apps here. So you've got Trip Planner, Media Player, which is going to be music again, Tracks, which again is going to be music, I would imagine, Compass, so you can tell what bearing you're going in, Round Trip, helps you plan scenic routes by distance, duration, and destination. With just a few steps you'll be all set up, ready to ride around for a round trip, so that's good. Then we've got Track Back, which is really clever. Basically it's a feature whereby if you go somewhere and you're not quite sure how to get home, or you don't want to tap the address in, you can just tap on Track Back and it will take you back to where you started from. And you've got My Motorcycle, information about your motorcycle. All the information is there, from tyre pressure to fuel range, and lots of information there for you. These two, the status and last ride, they're not available while it's plugged in, so it will tell you not available in amount, not available while it's in the manual. It's something you can look after you've been out for a ride. So then you've got a smartphone link, and this is an app you can download onto your smartphone, a Garmin Navigator app, and that can help to work with your phone and with the sat nav. Where I've been, so it just gives you an idea of where you've been. Last spot, where you've parked your vehicle. World clock, alarm clock. I'm not quite sure why you'd want an alarm clock, but there you go. Calculator, unit converter, help, and that's all the information with regards to how the navigator works. VIRB remote. Connect a VIRB camera to record your rides and adventures. So that's a specific camera that connects to the sat nav. That's your apps, and then we have settings. And again, there's a lot of settings here. There's a lot of information here for you to digest. So I'm not going to go into too much depth, but essentially you've got lots of information here that you can go through and decide what you want. So vehicle icon, for example, you can put your own icon that you want onto the sat nav, whether it be a car, a triangle, a smaller car, a different car, all sorts of stuff you can muck about with there. Driving map view isn't currently 3D, but you can make it just north up, track up, 3D. Map theme, so that's to do with your language. Map buttons, so you can add different map buttons if you want with regards to what's going on. And then map layers, so again that's to do with how much information you want to see. The dashboard, there are lots of different dashboards, lots and lots and lots of different dashboards on this, which you can muck about with, which is really interesting. And again, hopefully you can get a personal experience of something that you really like. And then we have auto zoom is ticked on, which is a good idea. It helps you with the navigation. Audible speed alerts, speed warnings, that's useful. Maps installed, so in this version I've got Europe. And then we have set route preferences, so you've got curvy roads, fastest route, or avoid other bits and pieces. So yeah, calculation mode, for example. So I go for fastest time at the moment, but if I'm not in a rush, I'll go for curvy roads. Curvy roads is a really excellent feature, and I would say to everyone, you should really try and have a look at that and spend some time investigating into that. Even if you're going on a journey that you know, it will discover roads that you never even knew existed. It's really, really good. So curvy roads, off-road, and shorter distances. So that's the options there. So then you've got off-route calculation, whether you want it to automatically do that, or whether you want it to ask you, do you want me to recalculate the route, or if you want automatic route recalculations off. What avoidances you want, so if it's U-turns or traffic or unpaved roads or whatever it might be, you can have custom avoidances as well, which I suppose you can add avoided area, add avoided road. Okay, that's not a bad idea if you know that every day a certain road is really bad and you want to avoid it no matter what. You can add it in there, so that's good. Tolls and fees to avoid. Safe mode feature, so that means that you won't be able to do certain things once the bike's moving. Auto point skip. GPS simulator, so that's useful for if you want to plan something, you're indoors the night before and you want to have a look at the route for the next day, you can plan it while you're indoors, which is good. Map and vehicle dashboard options. So you've got the vehicle icon, driving map, map detail, map theme. We've already been through that actually, so that's like a duplication of something we've already looked at by the looks of it. Display and brightness. So you've got different things here. The landscape orientation is landscape or portrait. The colour mode, day, night or auto. Brightness 0 to 100%. I'll just show you what that looks like. That's at 100%. And actually it's quite visible. It's better, most visible, about lower percentage there, about 40%, isn't it? So we'll leave it at that. That's quite good. Display timeout, so 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, down to never timing out if you don't ever want it to time out. Screenshot, save a screen image. Touch the Garmin camera button to screenshot to the screenshot folder in the Garmin driver. So there you go, so you can take a screenshot with the Garmin app. So that's interesting. I haven't got one, so I'll turn that off. And then we have units of time and measure. So whether you want your clock to be 24 hours or 12 hours, current time, units is going to be miles or kilometers, and position format. I'm not quite sure what this is, we'll have a look. Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to muck about with it. And you've got different things that are day, day, month, month, hour, day, day, month, month. I'm not quite sure what that's all about either, but there you go. We're going to leave that alone as well, because I don't know what it is. Then you've got Bluetooth connections, Bluetooth devices, scan for a device, auto play music, so play music on Bluetooth connections. So once you connect your phone, it will play the music for you, whatever you're listening to currently. Traffic modes and providers. So if you're subscribed to a service, which you don't really need these days, if you've got Google Maps, it will tell you everything you need to know anyway. Again, this is something we have seen earlier with the map and vehicle. So it seems to be that some of the information is available in more than one place. Language and keyboard. You can got different voices, so that's good. So you have British English Kate or British English Serena. I think I prefer the name of Kate. We'll go for that, shall we? And then you've got lots of different options in different languages for the voice. Text, language, keyboard language, keyboard layout. I can go for QWERTY if you want, or A, B, C, D. So, you know, you've got that option, whatever you want to go for really, which is good. I'll change mine to QWERTY and see what that's like. It says, but he cancelled it. Save, there we go. Mode, adaptive keyboard. Keyboard adapts to transportation mode. Okay, fair enough. Not quite sure what that's all about. And then you've got your display in units of time again. So, and that's us down to the bottom there now. So proximity alerts. So alerts near proximity. So it will tell you when you're coming up to a junction and that sort of thing. And Garmin safety cameras is ticked on. Okay, so that's pretty much it with regards to the menus. So as always, thanks everybody for watching. Please leave your comments below. Give me a like if you can. Obviously, if you can subscribe, that would be wonderful. And other than that, guys, until next time, ride safe, and I'll see you for the next video. Thanks very much indeed for your time. Cheers. Bye-bye.